You may have seen many sci-fi movies. You may have enjoyed scenes with robots fighting each other. But let me tell you, killer robots are now no longer limited to the fictional world. Fighting robots are now becoming a real threat. These robots are turning out to be quite dangerous. In fact, the future is full of uncertainty if the countries continue to aggressively design such killer robots. Watch the story for more details.
The second shot is effective, exposing Karatas to another attack.
This is not a scene from a Transformers movie. It's an actual battle of robots.
Landing a huge right hook on the top vehicle there, and it comes crashing down.
Nice.
Look at this, how these two giant, heavily armed robots take on each other.
It's firing.
Those 6 barrels can fire up to 2,000 rounds per minute. That could easily take out Eagle Prime's cameras.
And they can switch to modern weapons as well. This is just one example of how dangerous robots can get.
Karatas keeps unloading on Eagle Prime relentlessly.
What's even more worrying, killer robots, also known as lethal autonomous weapon systems, are now here. Let's first understand how deadly they could be. AI-powered robots are now emerging as weapons of war. They're themselves decision makers. These systems have the ability to navigate on their own. They can use artificial intelligence to identify a target. These machines can select whom to kill. Interestingly, they can do all of that without any human intervention. What's even worse, these lethal autonomous weapon systems can take the form of drones, tanks, and even submarines. It's not just one company or country that is developing such dangerous robots. Several nations are investing in the technology to develop lethal weapons. So far, countries such as Israel, Russia, and South Korea have reportedly deployed weapons with autonomous capabilities, though it's disputed whether the autonomous mode has ever been active. The Netherlands has become the first NATO country to deploy armed ground robots. They, however, have currently been deployed for experimental use. It's believed that Australia, Britain, China, and the United States are also investing heavily in developing such lethal robotic weapons. The bigger concern here is that once these technologies have been widely adopted, it will be difficult to control them. Those who possess this technology could enjoy advantage over those who don't. According to the SkyQuest study, in 2021, the global military robots market was valued at $13.90 billion. It is expected to reach $25.7 billion by 2028. Also, the development of killer robots raises profound ethical and safety questions. Such autonomous weapons raise risks for civilians, pose problems for accountability, and increase the chances of conflict escalation. What's even scarier is that there are no compelling laws to regulate if things go wrong. Right now, authorities and experts worldwide are at loggerheads about what to do about it. The UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has been outspoken on the subject. He's even tweeted, and I quote, "Autonomous machines with the power and discretion to select targets and take lives without human involvement are politically unacceptable and morally repugnant and should be prohibited by international law." So far, the international community has attempted and failed to regulate laws. But now a movement to ban or at least regulate killer robots is finally getting traction. Last October, the topic was formally raised at the UN General Assembly for the first time. 70 states across the world united in delivering a joint statement on autonomous weapons systems. They called for internationally agreed rules and limits on autonomous weapon systems. The 70 countries that have signed the General Assembly statement include the United States, Britain, Sweden, Norway, Australia, Belgium, and Germany. AI researchers, defense analysts, and roboticists say killer robots are no longer confined to the realms of science fiction or video games. Well, artificial intelligence promises a better future, but we can't leave decisions about life and death to sensors, robots, and AI. Giving machines the power of life and death violates the principles of human dignity.